In this problem, we are going to take our polynomial and set it equal to 0 so that we can solve and find the zeros. So first I notice that I have a GCF of 2x, so I'm going to take that out, leaving me with x cubed minus x squared minus 4x plus 4. Since I have a 4-term polynomial in this parentheses, I'm going to use grouping on that. So I'm leaving my 2x on the outside. My first two terms have a GCF of x squared. When I factor that out, I have x minus 1 left. My second two terms have a GCF of negative 4. By taking out negative 4, this term becomes positive x, and this term becomes negative 1. From here, from the grouping, I can take out a common factor of x minus 1, leaving me with x squared minus 4. We still need to bring down the 2x in the front and set it equal to 0. I have one more step for factoring. This binomial can be changed into x minus 2, x plus 2, bringing down the x minus 1 and the 2x. Now that this is completely factored, I can set each factor equal to 0. So I have 2x equals 0, which gives me an answer of x equals 0. This one I'm just going to solve directly, giving me x equals positive 1. This one I get x equals a positive 2, and here I get x equals a negative 2. So my answers are negative 2, 0, 1, and 2. Looking through my answers, that looks like choice 4 is the answer. Now this one's a little bit harder to describe what's wrong with the other ones. Basically in this first one, we can see that there's an answer of 4. And then there's also an answer of negative 1, which are wrong. Okay, so those are the two that I don't want. In my next one, I have the 1, but here the plus or minus 4 is the problem because we really want plus or minus 2. And in this choice, there's no plus or minus 2, but there is a plus or minus 1, right? So this is the part that we don't want. So since this one's a little harder to describe, any sort of description about how the answers are wrong or which ones are right and wrong is fine. You could have also graphed this in y equals and looked for where the function crossed the x-axis. It would have crossed at our values that we got at negative 2, at 1, at 0, and at positive 2. So I'll just sketch that in. We see it's a 4th power. This is going to be a very rough sketch. So our graph would look something like that, and those would be the zeros.